good morning. Good morning. Why my stuff get all crooked over here? I've been running around this morning trying to. I slept in 15 minutes later than I should have. I hit the snooze button twice. Go figure. And anyway, here we are. I'm excited about this morning. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Loren Michaels Harris, and tonight, oh Lord, I'm still in my sleep zone. Today, we are here on Hump Day, Wednesday, and this is special. This is a Bathrobe Moments first today. We're going to have a live art auction today, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it so we can get started. You guys all know Christopher D. Cassett. Christopher was one of the top 5 in the Next Impactor competition, and he is also the creator and founder of Autism to Artism, and he is also a photographer and a wonderful, wonderful artist. Now, we all know that these are hard times that we're living in. We all know that we've had some troubles ourselves, some slag, some downtime, some dragon booty, all of the above. For some of us, we've had issues with our finances and stuff because things have dropped off the map. I know for myself, 7 or 8 speaking gigs that were in this year, all the way through October. Boom, poof, gone, just like that. Some of us can recover on a dime. It's not so easy for others. And I saw something Christopher posted last week, and it just didn't seem like him. It didn't sound like him. It didn't feel like him, and I knew something was off. So I called him and found out, he's having a bit of a little, just not the end of the world, but things could be better financially. And so I said, well, why don't we have an art auction? You got some stuff laying around that you need to sell? He says, I have a few pieces. So I said, well, let's get them on the show, and let's see if we can get people to bid on them, and see if we can help out a little bit. That's what we do. Welcome to, we're going to say that this is sponsored today by the Misfit Nation, because we're all a member of that. And so I'm going to get Christopher in here. I believe that he is here somewhere out walking the grounds. What is it with me? I can't find the stuff I'm looking for today. Lord have mercy. Oh, there he is now, riding in on an alpaca. Hello, Christopher.
An alpaca, really?
And it was all I could come up with. Huh? Mm-hmm. I was going to say, oh, there he is. There he is. Jason carried him on his back. But, then I would have said, oh, here he is, arriving on a gorilla. Get it? Okay, because he's the Bald Avenger. Excellent. Yep. So, Chris, how are you? Talk to us.
Ups and downs like everyone else is going through with this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to turn my light up a little bit. I didn't wear any makeup today, so I'm kidding. I am wearing it. I'm not. I don't wear it. I'm lying. I wear it, just not here. So, Chris, I don't want to waste much time, but what we're going to do is I'm going to pop. First of all, everybody, this is how it's going to go. We have Christopher's. Let me see what people are saying. Do we have any things? Keith Mullins is here. Robert Brooker is here. Okay, and there's a bunch of people. Oh, Christina Cash. Ooh, Cash. We like her just for her name. That's what we're looking for, some cash. So, you guys, Christopher is autistic. He suffers from, or not suffers, but you deal with. You explain it. How do you? Because I always get it wrong. I'm not politically correct.
I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome at an early age, and some would like to consider it high-functioning autism. So, yeah.
Okay. And you're a great photographer. You love to paint. And today we're going to sell some of your paintings, right? So that you can get back on your feet financially here, hopefully. So
at least make a dent in it.
At least make a dent in it. That's what we're going to try to do. And I know, all of us. Hi, nephew Jojo. I hope you bid on something this morning. Chris, I hope you bid on something. Chris, call some of your girlfriends. Chris is well connected here in the area. And would you guys please get people over here to this show this morning so we can help this young man out? It's more difficult for Christopher than most of us. We can just run out and get a part-time job if we want. Yeah. It's not so easy for someone with Asperger's. What were you going to say, Chris?
Yeah, I was actually looking for a part-time job, at least to help out with all this and rebuilding myself back up. But so far,
Exactly. And let me explain you guys why this is so hard on Christopher. He had saved his money. He took a reflective trip, first time, which is a great big deal for somebody suffering from Asperger's. He and a friend went all the way over to, where'd you go?
Cambodia and Thailand for Christmas and New Year's. So.
For Christmas and New Year's, and it was a great thing to watch. He kept us in the loop with videos and things like that. But he didn't know what was waiting right around the corner.
Well, actually, to intersect, he ended up paying for the whole trip, so that's not the problem. The problem was I was thinking of needing to upgrade the camera gear for my photography business, which I mainly do events.
Right.
And considering events are canceled because of
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that's not being named, but
yeah, and all of your I'd say the lion's share of your income comes from photography, photographing events, and we all know that they've been canceled. So yes. Yeah. So Christopher, excuse me, we have one piece which is 7 little. He's gonna hold up one, and this is the set of 7. These are chakras.
Yep.
And there's 7 of them. Here's what they look like, the entire set. Okay. And we're going to start the bidding. I think that's a great little wall conglomeration, if whatever you would call it. But you can put them in any kind of way you want them. And
it's one of the first paintings I've done in a long time before starting all this again. So
yeah. Okay. Hold on. We're waiting on our celebrity auctioneer who is going to show up somewhere in here today. Yeah, we have a celebrity auctioneer, and I'll give you a little sample, you guys, of what you're going to have when we get going here. It's going to sound a little bit like this. $1.42 and a half down to the $3. $3.43 and a half. $1.43 and a half down to the $3.44. $144 bill. $44. $3 and a half. $1.43 and a half. Okay.
What did he say?
He was getting that money. So when our celebrity auctioneer shows up, he'll get in and help move things along. Good morning, Kimberly Lechnick, Cheryl Dukes. Good morning. Can you guys send some invitations out for us, please, so we could get some more people here to bid on this wonderful artwork that we have for Christopher. So, Christopher, tell us about what's the inspiration behind these. Now, this goes as a set.
Yes, it's a set of 7, and I've been lately going more in recent years looking into Eastern philosophies and religions. So, of course, you definitely hear about chakras with the spiritual community, especially in the West. So,
right.
Which the origin of the concept of chakras, I believe, came from Hinduism, actually.
Okay. So these are beautiful. They're very colorful. Mm-hmm. And hold the one up again so they can get a perspective as far as the size.
Yeah, they're 4x4s. So
they're 4x4, so you can put them any way you want. So There you go. So that's going to be coming up. That's lot number 1. Okay. So that's what we'll call that. Let's look at lot number 2. We'll give you guys so you can see everything first. This is going to be number 2. What are we looking at here?
Originally, that was kind of inspired by another religion out in India called Jainism, and it kind of part of the symbol is part of the palm with a hand. But eventually, I just experimented more and decided, I kind of like this chaos and illusion all around. But then they just touched one leaf, and the illusion just slips away.
Okay. So we'll call that the hand, just for the sake of people knowing what they're bidding on. Okay, here's what's next. Is that a pagoda?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Reach that one. But
pagoda. A pagoda sunset, we'll call that.
Yep.
And then we had. Did you want to say something about that, Chris?
Yeah, that's actually the symbol for a religion in Japan called Shinto. So that's where the inspiration came from, and I just worked with it. I kind of like the paint with symbolism,
Okay. Hi, Andrea. I'm glad you're here. Andrea, I don't know if you heard, but this is Christopher Casson, and he is on the autistic spectrum. He's been diagnosed with Asperger's, and he has an organization called Autism to Artism, and he has found himself as a photographer out of work due to all the events that he was scheduled to work being canceled, and he dumped all of his money into new equipment at the beginning of the year because he was so, he had such a strong booking.
I was in the starting of it, but yeah.
Yes. And so we're trying to help Christopher out today by auctioning off some of his work to help put a dent in his financial burden. So that's what we're doing. So that lot number 3 is Pagoda Sunset. And we're going to put Christopher's Venmo and Cash App up so that when you purchase, you can go ahead and shoot it over. And then Christopher will get with you privately on the shipping or delivery. Mm-hmm. And here, what is this one called, Christopher?
And that one was something I was going to do as a project for like a donation, but I didn't get to the within the time schedule. So this one I'm just calling a 1, and that's because in my view it's like all these religions shown right here as their symbols just have like this common central theme of them of
the light.
Yeah, just becoming.
So we're going to call that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We'll call that light burst, and I love that. That shows that all the religion we can be different, but we really all are on the same path in a way.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, and so lot number 5 is this one.
Oh, that one. Originally, I started that off with wanting to do that pattern, the flower of life, but those in the spirituality, but I kind of messed up, so I decided to, how do I fix this? And I decided to go again with the heart chakra, and this is the only painting of the collection where you actually get to see me live streaming doing the process of it. So.
Oh, I remember that.
Autism page, Facebook page.
Yes, I remember that. And it took a couple sittings, didn't it?
Yeah, because I was doing them for around 30 minutes each.
Yes, I remember that, and you were coming back, and I watched the first few of those. Nice the way it turned out. Okay, so what do we call this one?
That's a good question, because it's like multiple things, because...
What comes to mind when you look at it?
Heart-centered.
Heart-centered. Okay, that's the name. Heart-centered. So, you guys, thank you, Andrea. Thank you. And I'm trying to think here. Any particular piece you'd like to start the auction with? I love this set. I think I'm going to bid on this one. The 7 ones. The 7. I really like this. I can see. I really like this. I'm gonna bid on this, and I think I'm gonna start at $100.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, sure.
So, while we go through that, if you guys see, we don't have time to just do each one individually. Hi, Chris Coda. How are you? We're trying to help a good friend, Chris. Chris is waving to Chris Coda. Get back on his feet because he is a photographer on the autistic spectrum who is doing things. His photography business is his mainstay, and all of his events were canceled for obvious reasons. This is what this is lot number 2, the hand. Lot number 3, Pagoda Sunset. Lot number 4 is called Light Burst. You see all of the religions represented there. And then lot number 6, Heart-Centered. Okay, so I have already bid $100 here. If anybody wants to take me out, please put it in the comments. If you want to bid on anything up here, go ahead and drop it in the comments, and I'm going to look. And Christopher, so tell us a little bit about the organization. Is it Madison House? Are you still involved with those guys?
Trying to think, because so much has happened in 2020. It's like pandemic, murder hornets, earthquakes at Yellowstone. It's just, what's going to happen next? Alien invasion?
Did I put that? Okay, can you guys see that?
Oh.
Current bid $100. Okay, that's up there. So, Christopher, tell us a little bit about your work in the autism world.
Originally, part of it started from me just, struggling to get through life and just seeing other people in different autism Facebook groups struggling the same. So I just decided not only to have a go at the entrepreneur route, but also just to, as soon as I learn what I can, just be able to somehow teach others to be able to do it so that the kind of
I'm listening. I'm texting somebody. It's okay. Take
yeah,
your time, because you know you're here with friends.
yeah,
It's okay. So, will you explain to people that may not know what's going on right now? That might be. Look, I said current bid. You guys know that means current bid, right? Right. It's early. I'm trying to do all these different things here. So, I'm going to change that. Christopher, tell them what you're experiencing right now. Help people understand what's really going on. Did you do that?
It's like me deciding, okay, I'm going to say this, but it's like a billion other things going straight into my head at once. So it's like trying to filter out, and it just causes me to pause like this.
To like freeze up a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, is this something you deal with all the time, or some days are harder than others?
I don't know. Some days I do okay. Sometimes,
Yeah, I get it. I get it, man. So, how have you been? What have you been doing with the majority of your time during the quarantine, Chris?
well, a lot of learning, because you have to learn how to pivot your business. So, but at the same time, you have bills to pay at the same. So,
Yes.
I've been mainly events, but I've also done a little bit of commercial work. But during that pandemic, all businesses were pretty much forced to close that down. They're slowly starting to open up, but
Right. Okay.
they're also in a bit of a stretch, just like me as well. So it's like they don't exactly have most amount of funds for some of them. So I've just been learning more about real estate photography and looking into maybe like car photography, but again, that takes time.
Okay. I'm going to ask people to take a look at lot number 2, the hand, and somebody start a bid out there. Listen, you're really helping a great cause, and I see that there are Misfit Nation people here. Get the others on and get them in here. And start. Oh, Chris is starting a watch party. Thank you. And I'm looking. I want somebody to bid on this one, which is called the hand. Start a watch party, invite people, and let's help Christopher out here today. He's already got one bid on lot number 1, which is the set of 7, the chakras. So I love that. This is called the hand. Let's take a look at the others. Lot number 3, Pagoda Sunset, and you guys can bid on anything at any amount at any time. So just let us know. There's the Pagoda Sunset, which is lot number 3. Lot number 4 is, and I made these names up so you guys. Light Burst. This is lot number 4, and it represents all of the religions on the outside and how they're connected with the light that's in the middle. I love the meaning behind that one. I really do, Christopher. And then Heart Centered is right here. Our final one, and I love those colors too. What are those? So, is that some kind of flower on the outside? What is the purple?
Yeah, just little blossoms.
Oh, okay. So you didn't see this. All this stuff just comes from your head mainly. I mean, of course, the chakra signs were there, but how you're not looking at something and painting these is what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I see Keith Mullins is on here. Keith is actually our guest tomorrow. He's the author known as R.K. Mullins. He'll be here tomorrow, so don't miss that. Mark your calendar. We'll be promoting that later this morning. So, yes, this is a Japan. Is it? Well, now Chris Coda says, is this a Japan setting? Like, it's everything based. It's not really Japan, though.
No, it's more just around Asia. So
Asia. Okay. Okay. So you guys, I see people are coming in that weren't here at the top of the hour. This is a different kind of bathrobe moments. We are in the middle of this pandemic. It's not as easy for some as it is for others. And Christopher is one of our dear friends who suffers from Asperger's, and he also runs something called. Oh, and you're going to talk about that too. Autism to art. Say it. How's it go?
autism to artism.
Autism to artism. And today we are trying to help put a dent in his ever-growing pile of bills because he was a photographer for events, and all those events have been canceled. So it's been really hard on Christopher. And so we thought here on, hi, Brandon, hopefully you'll bid on something. Chris, hopefully you'll bid on something. You guys, we're just trying to help this guy. And remember this, everybody. The promise is that the manner in which we bless others is the manner in which we will be blessed. Now, I've started things off. And, it's hard on all of us, but together, if we each do a little bit, we can make a difference. Now, I want you to think about whatever it is in your world right now that you need a little help with. If you really want that help to head in your direction, you might want to consider sending some help in someone else's direction. I've always found that my greatest blessings come when I think I have nothing to give. I'm like, well, I ain't got nothing myself. So what can I do? And then I'll do, and then something will bite at me, and I'll say, okay, well, I can give a piece of what I have, but I can't give it all. And I'll give that piece, and before you know it, everything I needed is there and more. And that's the truth, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. There's the Bella purpose behind that one. So I'm really counting on you guys. Chris Coda says the Japan setting, the sunset one. That's
Yep.
Oh, Chris bid $100 on the sunset. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris Coda. That's my guy. Wow. Thank you, Chris. So we have bids on 2 of your pieces. I have bid on this collection here, $100. And now Chris Coda has bid $100 on this. That's awesome. That's awesome. So Wendy Meyer, thank you for coming. We're trying to move some of Chris Coda's Chris Coda. See, now I got 2 people with the same name. Sorry, Chris. So Christopher Cassett. Yes, some of his pieces, this one and this collection, both have a bid of $100, but we're still looking for bids on these 3. This one I'm calling Light Burst, representing all of the different religions with their connective center, which is the light, of course. This one we're calling the hand, and this one we're calling heart centered. So we're asking people to bid on these. Whatever you can will help. Thank you, Chris Coda. Now, what's going to happen, Chris, is we're going to put it up on the screen. Christopher, I'm going to do Venmo, and Venmo Christopher his money, and then he's going to get with me, and he'll get with you, Chris, on the shipping. So there's that. Write that down or take a screenshot, you guys. And here is his PayPal. Geetha Krishnan, I'm glad to see you here. You have a beautiful home. And maybe you can help out with some of this today. Geetha has a show, everybody. Geetha, put your connectors in the comments if you would. And I love this lady. Geetha it's been hard on her during the pandemic. She's lost her husband during this time. And so I know you understand. Geetha, this is Chris Casson. He is an autistic artist and also a photographer, but all of his photography business went down the drain because his events were all canceled. So he's having a rough time with bills and whatnot, like a lot of us. But we are here today to come together as a family. And we're auctioning off some of his work today. And there's a $100 bid on this lot. And there's a $100 bid on this one. Now we have this one still up. Light Burst. We have this one still up, heart centered, and the hand also still up. So if you guys can place a bid on anything you see up here in any amount, it's going to help. You'll be highly favored and blessed by what you believe to be greater than yourself. And I know this. Now listen, I want you guys to understand. I'm just going to put the phone down over here. I was watching it on the phone. Let me get this off the screen for a second. Christopher, I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw your face that day and the tone of your post, I didn't have to even finish reading the post. I'm just going to keep this real. And this is for all of you out there too, because I don't know how you guys decide what's right. Chris Coda, you and I know you so well. Excuse me. And I know that Chris looked at this and Chris followed what he felt in his heart. Same thing with me. When I came on this morning, I said, well, I'm putting it together. Doesn't mean I have to buy anything. But then when I get in here, I feel something speaking to my soul, speaking to my spirit. And yeah, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get that because I already know it's going to bring me more joy than I can ever imagine. And it's also, I know that what is greater than me is watching and saying, Loren, what you do in small things is exactly what I can expect from you in great things. It's always been that way. And that's one thing about the truth, which is what I believe to be God, he, she, or they. All the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And the truth will never change ever. And the truth will never change on me, on us. So that means that I know that a blessing brings in more blessings. I know that. So I'm here today, and I know a lot of you are here today to do whatever we can to bless Christopher Cassett, because you can't even imagine how hard it is. Now, Chris, a lot of people, I know Tucker Bearden, and you and Tucker are friends. He also suffers from, deals with Asperger's. And I remember a day when Tucker, back in the day, couldn't even leave his house. He was virtually a prisoner in his room with mountains of books all over the room because that was his world. He read about the outside world. He didn't go out. And today, he's one of the top Kirby salesmen and also a speaker in his area, selling them almost daily, going into strangers' homes and sharing his good news with them and changing the world. So I know that there are tons of blessings out there. And Christopher, tell us about what's the hardest part for you? What's the hardest part for you on a daily basis? Probably moments like this.
Yeah, just.
You want me to do the talking? I ain't got no problem with it. They're probably enjoying. They're probably like, thank you, Christopher. Just keep it low, baby. Keep it low, right? Because they're sick of hearing my voice. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep on talking this morning because we're here. Listen. And here's another thing, you guys. I ain't trying to be mean. I ain't trying to be rude or anything like that. But hi, Dominic Rivera. The Oracle is here. Now, I know, Oracle, you may know somebody. I'm going to throw Christopher's work. Christopher suffers from Asperger's, but he doesn't let that stop him, people. There's a lot of able-bodied people on here that have no excuse in the world. I'm one of them. And I watch Christopher because when I feel like I have an excuse to feel shitty, I go straight to Christopher's page because I'll see him doing stuff with no complaints, and he fights through each and every moment of it. So I look to the hills because that's where my strength is. And Christopher provides one of those hills for me. And that's why when I saw that my man Chris was in trouble and needed to do something to generate some income to pay some of these bills so that he doesn't just lay there worrying and rocking back and forth. But that's not going to happen. Not on our watch. That's not going to happen. So we're here today to bid on these pieces, whatever you can. We have 2 bids already. I've bid on one, and my good friend Chris Coda down in Atlanta has bid on a second one. And I'm going to show these now. Dominique's here. Some new people are here. And I want you guys to dig deep. Dig deep today. Show people that it's not just about talking it all the time. We come on here and go live and do all these things and post these memes and have our little shows. But once in a while, you got to prove it. You got to go where it's hard to go, do what's hard to do, and just show people that, what? Because you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking about next week or tomorrow or later today when I come back on Bathrobe Moments. And I say, remember the other day when I bought those paintings from Christopher Cassett? I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know, can I afford to spend $100? Well, something told me to, so I didn't question it. When God tells me to jump, I don't ask how high. I just jump. and I know I'm coming. I'm claiming it in advance. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell you what blessing came to me, because I already know you can't be a blessing unless you can see a blessing. And when you can see how to be the blessing for someone else, trust me, the blessing for you has already come. You're just waiting for it to present itself. So I am pleading with you guys. I'm asking you to step up today. I'm asking you to step up today and help our good friend Christopher Casson, because you know what? I couldn't do it. And Christopher, I need you to be that guy for me. So I'm here today to help you. So here we go. Let's take a look again. Lot number 1, which has a $100 bid on it. This is a set of 7. These are all the chakras. So this is theirs. You can bid 101. Take me out. I want to fight. Come on, let's go. So this one also has a bid. Lot number 2. No, this is lot number 3. Pagoda Sunset. And Chris Coda has bid $100. You can knock him off his high horse too. Oh, our in 5 minutes our auctioneer is coming. So you can knock Chris off his high horse and bid 101 or 110, and we can keep it moving. That's lot number 3, Pagoda Sunset. Here's lot number 2 called the Hand. And it is, if you got blue anywhere, and Christopher, what is that other color? Is that like a brown?
Blue and orange.
Blue and orange. Okay, there you go. Just for you people that need a little more. Lot number 4 is Light Burst. I really like this one too a lot. Light Burst. I love what it represents. What'd you say?
That one is 5x5 instead of 4x4.
Okay, so this is 5. Hold it up so people can scale it. Let me get it off the screen. Okay, so this is a smaller piece. So now this is something that you guys could afford. Come on. Somebody put a $25 bid out there. Come on, you eat that at Popeyes easily. And how do I know? Because we ate that. Honey, when did we have Popeyes? A couple days? Saturday. And I already know. And bye, honey. Have a great day. I love you.
Take care, Brian.
Oh, he said, take care, Brian. He said, bye, Chris. So, let's start the bidding at $25. Somebody dig deep. You're going to eat that up at Popeyes. I guarantee it. Don't miss your blessing. Christopher, what about this one? What's the size on Heart Center?
That one is 12x12.
How big? You got that there?
Yeah, same thing with the hand. They're both at the same size, so it's
okay. So this is 12x12. Let's start this bid at $50. Let's do that. Tammy Valley, come on, bid. Dominic Rivera, come on, step up, people, step up. I'm asking you guys to come through today. Oh, I see you guys are tagging people. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you,
Tammy. This is Christopher. You guys, Christopher is autistic, and he's a photographer who has lost all of his work because all the events that he was scheduled to photograph this year have been canceled. Excuse me. So we're here today to help Christopher take a dent out of his bills. So again, this lot, these are 7 4x4s, right, Chris?
Yep.
And I've bid $100 on it. Wendy Meyer. Wendy Meyer has stepped up. Is this the one, Mindy? I mean, Mindy. Wendy, the pink one. Is that this one? I think this is the one. Listen for the names. This is called Light Burst. Light Burst has a $100. I think if this is the one, Wendy. Is this the one that it's got the pink in it? You think? I think she's talking this one. Yes. Okay, so Light Burst, Wendy Meyer has a $100 bid on that. Chris Coda has a $100 bid on the pagoda, and the chakras is Lauren Michaels Harris has $100. That's 3 of them. Whoa! Okay, and the guy that's coming, the auctioneer, who's going to really push this thing down the road, isn't even here yet. On the way, though. On the way. So now, hold on. Let me get my little sign up. Let me get my sign up that says that there's $100. I have so much stuff. Okay, current bid $100 on. Now let me go back. Hold on. We have $100 bid on this one, which is Light Burst by Wendy Myers. Thank you. God bless you. We have $100 bid on this one, which is called, I'm calling it Pagoda Sunset. Thank you, Chris Coda in Atlanta. Wendy, where are you again? Somewhere. Tell us where you're at in the country. And then we have $100 bid on this set of 7 from me. I love this. I already know where this is going in my office, unless somebody wants to step up and take me out. I dare you to try. I'm ready for a fight this morning. Thank you, Jesus. So there you go. That we have 3 bids right now. For those of you who have just come in, God bless you. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you.
We are here because of one of the best people I know. He was one of the top 5 competitors in our international competition known as the Next Impactor this time last year. Hundreds of people from all over the world signed up, and it came down to the top 25 in August here in Chicago. And Christopher, you came in which place?
4th place.
4th place. And I'm telling you what a guy. So what we're doing here today, Christopher is autistic. He has Asperger's, but he is a prolific artist and a most wonderful. He is a photographer, and most of his income comes from the photography business. But of course, that was all canceled. Hi, Adam LaValle. Adam, I need you to step up and help our guy Chris out today. We're selling his artwork today to help him pay his bills. We don't want them coming trying to take anything from him. He works too hard for the little bit he has, and we're trying to help him. This is what we do. We help each other. So we have a bid on this slot right here known as the Chakras. We have a $100 bid from Chris Coda in Atlanta on this piece, which is Pagoda Sunset. Wendy Myers stepped up and put a $100 bid on this one. Light Burst, showing all of the different religions, how they're connected by the light. Now we still need somebody to step up and bid on this one, the Hand, which and then we also have Heart Center, which is also waiting for someone to step up and place a bid on it. Now, so thank you, Dominique. Thank you so much. She's brought a lot of people in. Adam LaValle's watching. Okay, Adam, come on, bid on something here. Not to put you on the spot, but I am putting you on the spot. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So, and you can bid against any of us if you would like. If you would like. Wendy just tagged you. So, yes. Dominique says these are beautiful. I know these will go to great homes. Amen. And she set up a watch party. She has a doctor's appointment, so she has to run. And it's also a little after 6 in the morning there. She's in California. Thank you for getting up early. I woke her up. Okay, look at all the people that are being tagged. Great. So, yeah, Light Burst. Gotcha, Wendy. Gotcha. Thank you, Tammy, for getting Adam involved here. Thank you so much. Come on, somebody, put a bid. Now, what's the smaller one that I'm going to say $30, $25, $30. Show me the smaller ones, the 5x5, Chris. Let me get
that's the one that Wendy bid on.
Oh, okay. Show me the other 2 again. Wait a minute. Let me get this out of the.
Which?
That's Wendy's. Okay.
Yep.
What else we got? Show us the 2 people haven't bid on. One is small and one is no. Those are too big.
Yeah. Both
and you guys can bid anything. You can bid $50. You can bid whatever you can afford. Okay. The Hand. What are we going to do here? Somebody step up. Somebody step up. Okay, now let me take this off. Boy, we got a lot of comments. Brand, I'm trying to remember how I got to go back to. Okay, and the other one is also, what size is that again, Chris?
12 by 12.
12 by 12. So you got 12 by 12 on the 2 that we're looking for bids on. The Hand and also Heart Center. 12 by 12. Okay, great. I'm so proud of everybody that is helping out this morning. And don't feel bad. We understand. We know times are hard on all of us.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Times are hard on all of us, but every little bit we do. And the fact that you all are here, just here supporting, that's a blessing. You're going to get a blessing just for that. Those of you that, couldn't afford to bid, but you can afford to send this out to get other people to come and look. God bless you for that. You'll get a blessing for that. And let me get my phone back in my hand so I can watch these. Thank you, Robert, for sharing all this out. I love you, man. I can always count on you. Let's see here. Um, okay. I'm gonna text this auctioneer because I need this auctioneer to come in here and do something big. That's what I need.
Auctioneer.
Yeah, the auctioneer that I've been waiting on. Oh, the auctioneer is here. Yeah, I was. Let me hear. Hold on. I need.
Oh,
Hey!
Did you say all crap?
Yeah.
You know, that's the best. That's the best. I couldn't have said it better myself.
That's the greatest entrance into an auctioneer booth that I've ever had in my entire life.
Yes. Welcome, Jason.
Look who
King,
just showed
Hey
up.
there.
King of the Misfit Nation is here. And let me bring you up to what's happened here. You know,
I know what's happened. Number one, I'm going to be the auctioneer, tell everybody to get their wallets out because this is a worthy cause. Number one. Number two is I'm going to put a $200 bid on the hand.
Oh, okay. I got to change my little stuff. So the hand has a $200 bid. Okay. 2, 3. Oh, Christopher. I think we're doing it. I think Christopher's emotional. Chris.
That's good. I actually wanted to pay for his tears this morning. So I'll put another $200 bid on the other one.
Oh, wow.
The
Heart-centered?
Yep, the heart-centered one, because that will remind me of him, and then the hand reminds me of Misfit Nation and what we do to put our hands out to those people that are looking for non-judgmental love in the world.
Right.
You know, there's no better example of that than Christopher Kaysen. I could tell you that much.
You know, that's Jason. You know, before you came on. I don't know if you were watching earlier, but I told people how it and this is the thing about the Misfit Nation. Seriously, it's not just a name. It's not just a game. It's not just a group. It's not a social club. I really realized what it meant when I saw Christopher's post. When I saw Christopher's post, I could read between the lines. I could feel what he felt, and it was immediate. I called him like seconds later, and I said, "What's up with this post?" And he did exactly what he's doing right now, which it spoke volumes to me. And I said, you know, because I know Christopher. Christopher doesn't come around trying to use his situation for a handout. He's not that kind. He doesn't do that.
Nope.
And I said, if Christopher is going to put this out there, it's really got to be something.
Yep. No, it's great. And, you know, Christopher is wildly talented. And, a lot of things and communication styles that we take for granted, right? I mean,
Yeah.
The thing that I always love about Christopher, obviously, I was blessed to be his coach, during the Next Impactor. And the thing that I've always loved about him is that every single asset that he has, and I think, his autism is an asset. He thinks deeper than a lot of us. He deeply researches things in the quiet. I guess it's not quiet in there in his own mind, but
right.
but
right.
deeply researches things. And I see people walking around this world with whatever situation that they have, looking for, and positioning themselves as a victim, and and not really focusing on their strengths. And the great thing about Christopher's art is it's an extension of his inner world, right? It's a representation of how he feels, and what he thinks about the world. And you see so much love and so much caring and so much passion in it. And then to be able to actually take that from his mind and put it onto a canvas is a difficult task in and of itself. And then the next thing that's very difficult is to tell the world about it, with his own voice and with his own, the podcast that he does. And the thing, like, I see a lot of people that are walking around, right? The greatest underutilization of energy in this world is a word called potential. And so many of us are walking around carrying this backpack on our back of imagined slights and actual slights and things that have actually happened to us, and focusing, because we get so much attention for our whiny baby boo-boo bullshit, that we forget that this world is changed by the people who overcome that and utilize that as power and fuel, as opposed to an excuse. And Christopher, you're a beautiful, gorgeous example. You inspire me constantly, and you know
Me
that.
too.
And we contact each other almost daily, and his comments are always deep and well thought out. And he
Well,
gives
I
me
try.
shit about some of the things I say, which is awesome, and
Whatever.
as he should. But Christopher, I love you, brother. And anybody that's going to get his art is going to get it's called art for a reason, right?
Right.
Art, there's no science behind art. Art is an extension of someone's soul. And so when you're buying a piece of Christopher's art, you're buying a piece of his soul, a piece of his heart, a piece of
Amen.
his mind. And I couldn't think of a more worthy expression to be on somebody's wall.
Exactly. I'm already looking around like, where am I gonna put it? But it's gonna go in a place of prominence in our home. And I'm gonna tell you something. We just don't throw any old thing up on the walls in here. That was really Brian's thing, and I mean he has a what do you call that? A broker that actually finds art, and stuff like that. And we're very proud to include your work, Christopher, in our collection, and that's
Well, it's
exactly how I look at it.
you also look at art as an investment, and the world is just getting to know Christopher Kaysen. And someday you're going to have on your wall something that's going to be worth a lot of money because the autistic guru painted it for you.
That's right. That's right. I ain't stupid. Right. I got 7 little ones, and I'll sell them off one limb at a time.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Oh,
right.
you want all 7? Nuh-uh.
Yeah, that's right. Well, look,
So
guys, I have to go catch an airplane right now.
That's right. Thank you.
But I just wanted to come in and I want those 2 paintings. And if anybody comes in and outbids me, put $50 on top of it, because I want those 2.
Okay. All right. And Christopher will get with you on the shipping. And you probably already know it's on here, his Cash App and his PayPal. So for all of us that are purchasing, let's do that so he can get our stuff on the way. Thank you. So far, we've raised $700 today.
Awesome.
So I'm very
Great.
excited about that. Very, very excited about that. And thank you,
Loren,
Jason.
Loren, I love your heart, brother. Thank you for doing this. And Christopher,
Absolutely.
I love you, buddy. Sending out a big virtual hug for you, man.
Oh, thank
Love
you.
you, big bro.
Safe travels.
All right.
We'll talk
love you,
to
little
soon.
brother. Bye-bye.
Bye. So Jason Cisneros came in and grabbed up the pieces. Oh! Wendy, for real? Wendy, look what Loren here. So I'm going to fight you
She
for
went
the
bidding
7. She bid
Bidding more.
$150. Okay, I'm going 175. There it is. I'm going 175 because I've already started looking for places. I know exactly where they're going. So 175, going once, going twice. Isn't that what they do? Oh my God, look at the time. Gotta go. Show's over. I'm just kidding. Tell my niece and nephew I said hello, Tammy LaValle, and I love you guys. I miss you guys. I'm waiting to see. Oh, Wendy, you know what, girl? Man. Yeah. So, what? Okay, wait a minute. I'm just making sure. Okay. All right. I think I've won. 175. There we go. So, Christopher, tell us how you're feeling right now, and what would you like to say to everyone that's come out today to support you? How's that make you feel? Take your time. Are you happy? Is this gonna help? Is this gonna help take some of the stress off?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I wasn't sure if all of them were gonna sell or not at first, but
So how's that make you feel? Pretty blessed, huh? Well, Christopher. Oh my God, Wendy. Wendy bid 190, and I'm gonna let her have them. And Christopher, I need you to make me another set,
okay.
and I will match Wendy for 190.
Yeah, sure.
You make me another set, and so you've sold a preset. You've sold. Okay, Wendy girl. 190. Wendy Myers. Wendy Myers swooped up half the stuff here today. Christopher.
This is
So
already turning out to be quite a morning.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I just, what I love about this, everybody, is that, I know Brian and I can go out and buy knickknacks at our little side towns that we like to go to the farmers markets to and sit down and have lunch and spend way more than this. And, I want you all to think about, there are those who did what they could. There are those who wish they could have. There are those who did what they could that had nothing to do with spending, but they are here and they're supporting. Listen, you guys, this is what it means to be inside of this family known as the Misfit Nation. When one wins, we all win. The ship doesn't go down with just one person. If it's going to go down, we're all going down. And we're not going to let that happen. So I want you guys to understand that, yes, you can just donate. Hi, LB. How are you? I love that mask in your picture. I want one. You definitely can donate. And I'm going to put the connectors up there. Great question, LB. Great question. Love that mask. Okay, I think I got my point across. Whatever, Wendy. Rub it in my face, why don't you? I love you. I love you. Wow. Look at that. Wendy Meyer went 190 on that. I just love that woman.
And she bid on something else, right?
Yes. She also bought Lightburst. So I am going to put on the screen for our good friend LB. Here's where you can donate. Here's one of them, PayPal. Chris D, like David, Cassid at gmail.com through PayPal. And if you're going to be a Venmo person, here it is, at Christopher-Cassid. That's the Venmo connection. And you, what's eBay? Oh, you mean, does he have his stuff on eBay? I don't think so.
No.
Oh, you got the mask from eBay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I get it. It takes me a minute. I'm kind of slow on the uptake. You know what I mean? That's okay.
I'm kind of wondering.
Huh?
I'm kind of wondering if anyone has made a mask with the Joker's grin on it yet.
Oh, I've seen them.
Oh,
I've seen that. And I've seen. You know who else I saw? I saw that clown, that crazy clown that was on America's Horror Story. Remember him?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. And then I saw one that a guy got a girl and it had the great big lips on it, but they actually moved, but the mask was behind there. It was so funny. Oh my God, that was on Facebook. Did you guys see that one? She didn't want to come out of the bathroom after she went in there and put it on. That was really funny. You have a Louis Vuitton one. I need to friend you, LB. I love you already, girl. Yes. Listen, you guys, we have done it. We have a couple minutes left. I am so proud of all of you, and especially you, Christopher, because I'm going to say something. We couldn't be here today. We couldn't have helped you today. We couldn't have helped each other today. We could not have fulfilled the promise that God said, where two or more of us come together, wonderful things will happen. Not might, could, should, possibly. It says, the promise says it will happen. And it happened here today. Christopher, when you came clean, when you were transparent, when you were authentic, when you let the truth lead the way, look what it brought into your day. Look what it brought into your world. We have for you, let me see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $700 $ $790 were raised today. I think that's going to help put a little dent in what you were worried about just earlier this morning, right or wrong. Right? And LB's going to go over and just donate, and we thank you so much. So LB, even if you just want to donate $10 and take us over the $800 mark, that'd be great. Even if it's $1. Let me say something, Christopher. All of this isn't, don't feel bad about any of this, because this is coming back to you, and you are providing us with unmeasurable joy, not just in your artwork, but in your spirit, your story, and all that you do to help others that are suffering from autism, and helping people understand that autism is a gift. It is a gift, and that's it. It is a gift. It's not a disability. It is a gift.
What?
Jason said add another 210 to his to make it a flat $1,000. Oh, so there we are. $1,000 is it. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm so grateful for being a part of this. I'm going to have to sit here and absorb all this, because it has just been what a wonderful thing to be a part of the first part of my day. And Christopher, thank you so much for all that you've done. Everybody get over to the website so you can see Christopher's other work. I'm going to put that up. It's right here, ChristopherCasson.com. ChristopherCasson.com. Get over and look at what he's doing with artism to art. Let's say it.
Autism to autism.
I can't say it. Yeah, what he said. Get over and take a look at that. And there's all kinds of information and things on